Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Going to change the play. They'll run for the first time with Jarek McKinnon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He finds McKinnon, complete, and he goes in. Catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Disrupt Patrick Mahomes, sacking him on the first drive. That's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Hurts. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe Wise called not to take a sack at this point of the field. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Here on the road in Kansas City. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Elliott good with a PAT. Makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. To begin this drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Well, On second down, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And we brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now a 3rd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds Watson, is caught, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs and no dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to
take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
They fake the give, now Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
Buying time to his left. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey has the first. want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took their big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Strike, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got this down to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
One more time with Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Check this one down to Pacheco. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Try to take over the world.